PJ and Silky, the Pillow Whisperers.
PJ
and Silky, the Pillow Whisperers. The Pillow Whisperers.
And that was your Queen of Quarantine, Keisha Cole, with her timeless banger.
And one of my personal favourites, I Should Have Cheated. People, please listen to what the Queen is saying. You should always cheat first before your partner gets a chance to, preventing them from becoming a cheater and preying on you so they can devour your heart and shit it out before a pandemic.
Right, grab your pillow and get comfortable. You're in safe hands with your bestie PJ.
But your real fave is Silky Slim, because you're tuned into the Pillow Whisperers.
We just need to take some time to reflect and share some of your little joys we're all holding on to in this lockdown. Maybe haven't wore a bra in over a month.
Free to girl dem, Ari and Ola.
Maybe a time to take up a new hobby.
Why not try some nude yoga? Write your autobiography as a manga, dabble in some occult crochet, or maybe just catch up on some lost sleep while listening to us, of course.
Either way, we want you to tell us who or what is keeping you going. We all want our listeners want to show me some love. Looks like we've already got some callers.
Hello, caller, it's your favourite Silky Slim. Hey, PJ and Silky, long time listener, first time caller.
What's your name, babes, and where you calling from?
Shh, go away. Sorry. I'm Ruby, from Richford. Where's that? Don't think I've ever heard of it.
Is that in the UK?
Yeah, it's like between Chelmsford and Castleford.
Right, guess our voices are reaching far and wide after all.
And who do you want us to show some love to then, Ruby? I want to show some love to my big, strong rock, my man, Obsidian, and our little one, Jade. She's turning 2 next, tomorrow. Love my little gems to bits. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Well, happy birthday, Jade.
Yeah, bless Jade. Your 2s are like the best year of your lives. Not quite 3, but also not a newbie. You get what I mean.
Give them a big hug from us, Ruby. Our listeners are showing you a lot of love on Twitter. Looks like we have another caller.
New number? Who's this?
Hello?
What's your name and where are you calling from?
They call me Uncle Simpson. Keeping it locked and loaded in Springfield, near Milton Keynes, in Buckinghamshire, England. GB, not really listened to this kind of music before, but I'm enjoying what you folks are putting down.
Thanks for tuning in all the way from the Shire of Buckingham, Uncle Sims. And who do you want us to show us some love to?
I want to show some love to myself.
You hear that, listeners? You all need a bit of that lately, especially you, Silky.
I've always loved me, PJ. Some would say even a little too often. We're all showing you lots of love, Uncle Sims.
Thank you. It's been hard for me during these dark times, so I just want to quickly plug my business. Bunker Supplies. A kind of cash and carry for essentials and PPE. We're selling loo roll at £5 per square, organically sourced masks, homemade hand sanitizer.
Okay, thanks, Uncle Sims. Your hoarding hustle is admirable.
DM us and we'll pass your business deets on to our listeners. In times of crisis, we have to support the Alan Sugars of our communities.
And even the Alan Sweeteners.
Why don't we have one more listener before we get to Silky Smooth Tips for surviving the apocalypse?
Caller, what's your name and who do you want to show some love to? I don't usually dabble in digital radio, but I stumbled upon you two and I'm absolutely enamoured by your vivacious chit-chat.
Miss Knowles, is that you?
Oh no, you must be mistaken. I'm not her, though she does sound rather delightful, beautiful, and assuming way whose intelligence and generosity is very frequently taken advantage for. Mum, I can recognise your posh telephone voice anywhere. I'll have you know I could get Judi Dench off the stage in my sleep before you were conceived. Mum, can we keep conception chat to a minimum, as in 0? Sorry dear, we're just trying to help.
We? Hold on. Simpson, Springfield.
Mr. Donovan at number 12, but I think his business is real though.
Ruby, Obsidian, Jade.
You remember Aunt Gabby's daughter, Anna? I told you she goes to the same stage school as that handsome fella from Star Wars. She's only 14, you know. Damn, man. What did you just say to me?
It wasn't to you, Miss Knowles.
Since you want to be so ungracious about it, I guess I'll tell the others to stand down then. I'll call you later, Mum.
Hey, wonderful listeners, before we get to silky smooth tips for surviving the apocalypse, we're just going to get you into the mood. So here's Jasmine Sullivan's In Love with Another Man, and we'll be right back. She was only trying to help.
Help? Even our 12 Twitter followers didn't want to call in. We're definitely not going to get more listeners to tune in now, with all those fake followers.
We're not doing this for followers.
Then what are we doing this for? We can't be the pillow whisperers if there isn't anyone to whisper to.
This is meant to be fun. Fun for us. Something positive we could do together. When you upload anything to the internet, it doesn't. It can't.
It can't what?
It gets to live forever. And I guess when we bought these mics, I was thinking a part of us could live forever. Memories fade. They have to make space for the new ones. And if anything happens to you or me, here's where we can always be found. The real us. Whispering to each other. Silky? Silky, you still there? Silky!
Yes! I'm still here. We are all here. I think I just needed to be reminded of the good times, you know, the little joys, the laughs, because it's so easy to forget. We can't let our listeners down because we won't know who could be listening.
Exactly, I keep reminding you, if you promise you keep reminding me.
Deal. And together we'll remind our listeners.
Grab a pillow and get comfortable with your bestie PJ.
But your real fave, Silky Slim, because you're tuned into